Hey guys, welcome to the Trophy Life podcast. I'm your host, Tara Smith. From beauty to wellness, wife life, motherhood, and everything feminine in between, the Trophy Life podcast is a place where you can feel inspired and empowered and ultimately create the life that you desire and deserve. It's hot to romanticize your life, so grab a mocktail or your favorite cozy beverage and let's get into it. Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Trophy Life. I am ringing in this episode with a sparkling bevy. I'm keeping it Valentine's themed, so I have a guava rose sparkling probiotic and prebiotic drink. And I've never had it before, so before we dive into the episode, I'm just gonna give her a little taste test. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I'm always telling you guys to, get comfy, get a little bevy. And I'm like, I need to take something out of my own book. So I think I may do that now. Let me get a little bit more comfy. I also do, in fact, have a fur coat on as well. So if you're not watching on YouTube, then you can just envision me sitting in my chair with a massive fur coat on. And I won't lie, it's a vibe. I just got back from an event with Amazon, hence why I'm all dressed up. And I'm very excited for today's episode. But, of course, before we get into the episode, let's give you some life updates. So, like I was saying, just went to an event with Amazon. It was so fun. I shared it on my stories, but in case you missed it, actually, they'll still be live if you're listening to this one. This goes live on Thursday because I'm literally posting it immediately after I'm done filming this because she's going out a little bit late in the evening, but it's okay. I've honestly been very on my health grind and health journey that it all makes sense when we go into the episode. But the party was great. It was like Valentine's, I think it was Galentine's themed actually. And they're doing one in Salt Lake, so they did that tonight, and then they're doing one in New York and one in Dallas next week. And I was like obsessed with every detail. They had dinner for us. It was at the Grand America Hotel in Salt Lake City, which is such a beautiful hotel. It's probably my favorite hotel in Salt Lake. So if you ever come to Salt Lake, highly recommend staying there because you just will not be disappointed. It is so magical and such a vibe. They had drinks. I got there basically just before the dinner started because I was just down with that and I did not want to drive during rush hour because where I live, it takes a while to get to Salt Lake if you're in rush hour. I had salmon with rice, which was so good, and a Caesar, of course. I'm such a Caesar salad girly. I feel like Caesar salad girlies need a little bit of respect. I feel like we're oftentimes called basic and boring, and I just want to say on behalf of all Caesar salad girlies that we have taste. We know what we like. Sometimes we're let down, but a little bit of lemon and black pepper can't usually sex up a Caesar in the best way. So honestly, cheers to that. Justice for the Caesar salad girlies. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you what you need. Okay. So that was really fun. They gave us like a really cute gift bag with just like a bunch of Amazon Valentine's goodies, which again, very thoughtful of them. But the best part is that they had these two men coming out in a fully white outfit with wings on and handing us roses. And then they also, in fact, handed us the gift bags. It was very fun. It was very creative. I love it when brands just like shock you a little bit at an event. It's the best. And it's really fun having like a brand like Amazon come to Utah, where I feel like every Utah content creator knows that the market is huge here, but it's fun when other brands like also realize that and want to have big events here. And obviously Amazon's like the biggest company, one of the biggest in the world, I think, behind like Nvidia and Facebook or Meta. So that was very cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I did meet some new friends, which I always love. That's my favorite part about going to events, honestly, is I just love mingling and chatting with girls. Like I live for a good chat sesh. I want to give you two favorites from the week. Listen, Hailey Bieber has me addicted to these Korean sheet masks. They literally make your skin look like glass skin, so smooth. Like, I feel like I completely get a new layer of skin in the best way possible, and my makeup looks incredible under it. I'm like, I don't think Hailey Bieber's ever influenced me, and I've ever been like let down, if I'm being honest, which I'm always being honest. So there's that. So thank you, Miss Bieber. Cheers to you. Honestly, doing the most work out here, and I think all the girlies appreciate you. So cheers to you, babe. What was I gonna say? This is me every day. What was I gonna say? I'm thinking about something, talking about something, and then the train it leaves the building before I can even hop on. Well, okay. On to the next. I think I mentioned this before, but I think I'm turning into one of the bros. I love the Joe Rogan podcast. I love it. I can't get enough of it. He had Adam Sandler on like 6 months ago, and I've just been rewatching all of the podcast episodes. I loved every second of it. I actually organized this entire room while I listened to that. Like, I was organizing PR, which is I was being very like tedious and meticulous with it. I was like, this is the best Friday night I've had in a long time. Honestly, organizing and listening to like Adam Sandler just talk about the most random stuff on a Joe Rogan podcast. They talk a lot about like MMA and stuff on the Joe Rogan podcast, it's jujitsu. And I'm here for it. That's not a very girly thing of me, but it is a thing I'm doing, and I'm very much enjoying it. Oh my gosh, along with that same energy, I think I'm torturing myself. I love to listen to the David Goggins book while I work out. Like, I'm literally, okay, so here's the thing. I gained 12 pounds when I was pregnant for a solid 10 weeks. Guys, I was literally throwing up in the morning and the evening. I couldn't keep water down. I couldn't keep food down. I don't know where this weight came from. I really don't. And I literally love having David Goggins scream at me while I'm on the treadmill. I love it. It like fuels my brain and my heart and my soul in the best way. Mind, body, soul are completely taken care of when I'm in the gym with David Goggins. So it's kind of like I feel like it's almost like a life hack in a sense, because being screamed at when you're working out, when I normally would like maybe listen to like a meditation, which don't get me wrong, sometimes I do, or like a podcast, but like for some reason switching it up to being completely yelled at is just what the doctor ordered, and the doctor is me. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about what I'm doing to prepare myself to get pregnant again. So I got pregnant last October. Yeah, last October. Was it October? Yeah, it was October. And I had a miscarriage in December, like a week before Christmas. And I've talked about it here. If you want to hear like my whole story, I have an entire episode that's dedicated to it. I will say I haven't listened to that episode back yet, but I feel like I had filmed that like literally 2 days after I had a miscarriage, because I was like, I want to record myself in my most raw, vulnerable form so it can be as real and authentic as possible. And now I feel like I would approach it very different, which can be a good thing and maybe a bad thing. I don't know. But I have been really excited this second time around to just like keep improving myself. And I think I figured out that the reason why I gained weight when I was pregnant was because I have been a little bit more estrogen dominant, which basically is where your body holds on to weight and water, specifically like around your midsection. And I think there's a lot of reasons for this, but I am really excited for some new supplements that I ordered, and we'll talk about that. And I wrote them down so I can get really specific with you guys on my current supplement routine, because I just think supplements are so important, especially when you're preparing for pregnancy and you're pregnant, all that kind of stuff. Another thing, another like mini life update is I came across on Instagram, or no, it was on Twitter, X, whatever it's called now. I came across the Ray Peat community and lifestyle, if you will, which is basically it's so similar to eating animal based. You just are also focused on like healing your hormones, which your girl needs. I mean, honestly, I feel like most women probably have some sort of hormonal balance, whether they realize it or not. Um, I am very forced to focus on it and heal it because I've been dealing with it for so long and it's affected me in so many different ways. Um, but I swear, one of the things I've started doing literally like 4 days ago has already made such a big difference. And I don't understand how, but I swear it's made such a big difference. One of the things that I'm doing, and I'm starting this tomorrow, I've eaten it before, but I'm going to actually like start it tomorrow and do it consistently. Maybe I'll actually just start tonight, have it as like a little bedtime snack. But it is a raw carrot salad with coconut oil and sea salt. And you basically, it helps to just like clear out any remaining estrogen in your body and can help with the bloating. And because again, estrogen dominance has so many negative side effects. And I pretty much have all of them, which another one is like bloating in your neck and like right here under your chin, which I think is just from your lymph nodes. Again, your body's just like having a strong immune response. But when I was pregnant, I think that what happened was my estrogen spiked because if it was already high before pregnancy, I feel like it would make sense because I know it goes into like the 400,000s or something when you're pregnant. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's around what it goes into, which is obviously, I swear it's a reason why a lot of girls even just gain weight in general is because your body's like, obviously in pregnancy, it's so hard because you're gaining weight for so many different reasons, but estrogen dominance can be one. And then it can also be a reason why a lot of women have a hard time losing weight in general. And I learned about all of this from the Skinny Confidential podcast with Gary Brecka. He just recently came out with it, but I've also heard all this stuff before. But I feel like in that podcast episode, he like put everything together where everything that they talked about, I have personally learned it from like 20 different sources over time, or having conversations with my naturopath, or listening to podcasts or reading books. That episode of their podcast may be the best one to listen to if you're a female with Hashimoto's, any autoimmune, really, anything, or you just like need actual advice from someone. I would highly recommend listening to that podcast episode. And I also, a lot of the stuff that he said and supplements he recommended are the exact same supplements that my naturopath gave me or recommended for me. So everything he was saying, I was like, my naturopath literally said this, which my naturopath is great. And I would say has really good, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like a good reputation. So, in my personal opinion, everything he said on there, I would say was pretty good advice. Okay. I'm going to give you my current supplement routine because like I was saying, I think it's very important to have a supplement routine well before you get pregnant, like years. So it's never too early to start. My current pre-pregnancy, cheers babes, supplement stack is as follows. So I have a basic prenatal and it's from Thorne. I just ordered this. I used to be taking another prenatal and I did not love the ingredients of where some of the things are from. I still love Heart and Soil's pre-pregnancy stack. I just feel like my hormones are demanding some very specific nutrients that I need an actual like basic prenatal. And then I'm also taking a DHA prenatal. The difference between the two of these, I actually asked ChatGPT so that I could tell you guys because I feel like Chat wrote it out really well. So the Thorne basic prenatal is basically for vitamins and minerals for brain, bone, thyroid, and pregnancy support. And then the prenatal DHA is for brain, eye, nervous system, and mood support. So both of them together are the perfect pregnancy foundation, according to Chat. You guys, I use Chat for everything. Chat, honestly, like, might as well be my second husband at this point because him and Colby solve all my problems. And you know what? I don't think I would have it any other way because I love being a woman and I love having good men in my life that solve problems. My chat is a boy. Obviously, yours could be a girl. But I love chat. D3K2. My naturopath gave this to me, but I believe Thorne also has one. I think Thorne is such a good brand, and sometimes it's just easier to like stick with one brand. D3K2 helps with immune support, bone support, hormone balance, and overall wellness. And I feel like Gary Brecka mentioned this and recommended it in the episode as well. But it is one of those vitamins that I feel like every single person should be taking. And I only started taking it like a week ago, and my naturopath gave it to me so long ago. But I feel like I was so overwhelmed at the time with like supplements that I kind of just like didn't take it immediately when I should have. Oh my gosh, excuse me, you guys. This drink is making me burp, to be honest with you. That's like not cute and not chic, but like it is what it is. Next, we have Dim Pro 100. I just bought this, and apparently it comes from like crucius vegetables. So I don't know if I'm gonna like this, to be honest. I'm gonna see how it goes, but it helps with estrogen dominance. So I probably would say if you're just like doing prenatal pregnancy stuff, I would just say like skip this one. But anyways, it helps with estrogen dominance and metabolism balance, which I intuitively and by looking at my blood lab work, I really need help with this right now. So taking that, and then I also bought a magnesium by glyphosate, which it's going to help with my anxiety and stress. I feel like I did not really understand that after I had a miscarriage, I would experience postpartum. You 100% do, and it's kind of a lot. And I was really anxious for like probably the first month. So I feel like I'm just barely coming out of it, but I don't really feel like I struggle with depression per se. I feel like I more so struggle with anxiety, which they're both, can be hard in their own ways. But I feel like my anxiety just got so bad after the miscarriage. And obviously you're just experiencing a lot in so many different ways. Your body's going through it, your mind's going through it, your heart's going through it. It's just a lot. So I should have been taking magnesium when I was going through all of that. I was taking a lot of baths, and I have been taking a lot of baths, which is great because I just feel like you can't ever go wrong with a good magnesium salt bath. So I guess I have been taking those, which is, again, really great for me. But I'm going to make my Sleepy Girl mocktail. That's what I'm going to use to make this with the magnesium powder, which I'm like so excited about because you can also just like mix it in with water. But I'm like, no, I want my tart cherry juice. So I already have some of that, so I'm going to use that. And I can't remember what else you put in it, but I kind of want to just mess around and make like a fun drink, and then of course drink out of a little wine glass or a cocktail glass or something. I don't even drink alcohol, but I have so many fun glasses because I just think it's so fun to romanticize your life and just have like a fun drink in a fancy glass. Like you feel like that girl. You also it feels so good to spend that extra effort on yourself instead of just drinking it straight out of the can. Even just pouring it into a regular glass, it's like, yes, that's better. But like this glass, I'm holding up a coupe cocktail glass if you can't see. It's such a good vibe. I love it so much. Okay. Next supplement, last one, is selenium. It's a thyroid support that's pregnancy safe. I'm actually not trying to get pregnant right now. I feel like mentally and emotionally and physically, I feel like there's things that my body needs to heal from. Even if I don't fully know what those things are, I'm just trusting myself. And I also absolutely need to lose the weight that I gained when I was pregnant before I even think about getting pregnant. I just need that for my own sanity because it was already really hard getting pregnant, and my clothes immediately like stopped fitting me because you're growing a child. But even though I was like so grateful, it's really hard not fitting into your clothes. And thankfully all my clothes are like starting to fit me now. But some are just like still not fitting the same. And so I am just gonna like very much so be on my health journey for the next while because I don't know, it just feels right. It's not that I don't feel ready to like be pregnant because I feel like I've felt ready since I was literally like 2 years old. Not actually 2 years old, but I feel like I've been ready to be a mom since I like straight came out of the womb. And so it's not that. I just feel like it's not time yet. So yeah. Okay, other things I'm going to do to prep my body for pregnancy is the first thing I'm going to do these are all basically things that I didn't do the first time around. And I'm still going to be doing some things that I did the first time around. Like I'm still going to be also taking my liver supplements, my beef organ supplements, because those are just such a game changer. And I'll just take whatever is like needed for like a weekly, in the weekly amount that's recommended. So I should have also included that on my supplements as well. And then I should note that the DHA prenatal has like fish oil in it. So I just think it's nice that it's like all encompassed and there. Oh wait, I forgot to mention that the thyroid support that I'm taking, thyroxine, is another one that Thorne has. That one's really great if you're not pregnant, breastfeeding, or like trying to get pregnant. I wish I could like take that one because I feel like the reviews are so great and I'm sure it's amazing. I just am sticking with like their selenium based one just so that I can, obviously have something that's pregnancy safe, just because then I don't have to switch up my routine. But I could take the other one if I wanted to, technically. Okay. I think the ashwagandha that's in the thyroxine is one of the only supplements. There's like 2, I think, in there that aren't pregnancy safe. So other things I'm going to do is regular lymphatic drainage massage. So I'm getting my first one on Monday, and I feel like my body has cellulite in random places that like it shouldn't have cellulite. And I wouldn't say that I am someone who has had cellulite a lot, but it's very weird. And apparently this is a sign of like estrogen dominance. So like I'll give you an example. My arms don't naturally have like a lot of fat per se on them. Like I would say like my thighs maybe have a little bit more, but I have like some cellulite right here on my arms. And I'm like, that's so weird and random. And so hopefully the lymphatic drainage will help kind of just break up some of the estrogen dominance that's causing that, and then everything else also combined. But I'm really excited because that was something I noticed when I was pregnant. I didn't have that before I was pregnant. So it's kind of nice to know that it's just like something that can be fixed, but it's so crazy how much your body goes through when you're pregnant. And I'm like, girl, I was only pregnant for 10 weeks. Like I'm grateful I'm figuring all of these things out so that I don't know if you can do lymphatic when you're pregnant, but just even getting like regular massages and eating the raw carrot salad and all this kind of stuff, I'm sure it will be great. And I've done so much research on all of these things and we're just really excited to put them to the test. Okay. We have acupuncture, and I'm going to do this to help with like the postpartum anxiety that I experienced, and then also just to prep for pregnancy, because I've always heard people say that acupuncture is amazing. And I'm like, okay. I kind of used to be scared of needles. I don't really know if I am anymore because I got my blood drawn so many times when I was pregnant. And so like, I think literally 10 times. I'm not exaggerating. I think it's been 10 since beginning of December to like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. So I think I'll probably do that just for, again, like relaxation, good vibes. Apparently it's good for pregnancy. So I'm like, why not? I'm going to see if Colby wants to do it with me too, because I think it's just as important for the man to do all these things, obviously, as well. The next thing is getting in the sauna or taking a bath. So if you don't have access to a sauna, baths are absolutely incredible. I listened to a Huberman podcast episode one time, and he was saying that baths are very beneficial to your hormones and your overall health because you're still like sweating, kind of like you would in a sauna. And so I'll do like one or the other every day. I want to take a bath tonight. It just depends on when I get this episode up. But I've been taking a bath for the past 3 nights in a row. I do like a little bit of bubble bath, and then I do magnesium like bath salts. I'd probably just do the magnesium tonight, but I am obsessed. I have the magnesium bath salts on my Amazon storefront and I use. It's the best. I've gone through so many bags of it. I love it. Okay. And by the way, the magnesium salts, I feel like they help me sleep better, especially like when I'm sick or I'm not feeling good or if I'm just feeling anxious. It's the best thing to do before you go to bed is like get in a bath. Oh my gosh, like light a candle, read your book, get a bevy. Oh, it's the best. Okay, next thing I'm doing is incline walking. So I've been doing this. Well, I was like sick earlier this week, but I did it on Saturday and then I did it today and yesterday. I forced myself to do it even when I didn't feel that great yesterday because I was like, I need to lose this weight and I'm committed. So I'm doing incline walking on 6 or 7 incline at the 3 speed. And I do it for anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes. If there's ever a day where I'm like, I don't want to go past 20, I'm like, okay, I'll compromise at like 25 minutes. And then usually I end up going to 30 anyways, but I'll listen to David Goggins' book while I'm doing this. Or today I listened to half of the book and then I finished the Skinny Confidential podcast with Gary Brecka because I hadn't finished it because I've literally rewinded that episode so many times to like take notes. I was literally like writing so many things down. So, I love it. And right now I feel like my body needs cardio, but like kind of like zone 2, maybe zone 3 cardio. So I've been loving it and it's great because it's something I look forward to. Sometimes I don't, but for the most part, it's like, it kind of seems, I guess, a little bit daunting at first to go on there for that long. But when I get off of the treadmill after, I'm like, okay, I love this. And then I'm excited to like get back on. So and then after that, I will do some weightlifting. So right now I've just been kind of doing like free weights of stuff. So I just do like very basic things. Like I'm just kind of trying to like get back into my routine of working out because when I was pregnant, I worked out like 3 or 4 times when I was pregnant, but I was so sick that it was just like really like I was just bedridden, honestly. Like I could not usually stand without like getting extremely nauseous. Or sometimes it would make me throw up. So it was just like not the vibe usually. I was mostly going on walks when I felt good. And so I'm excited to get back into my weightlifting routine. But like I said, I'm just trying to like keep it exciting and take it kind of slow. I'm just doing very basic workouts. I've just been like looking up stuff on Pinterest and then doing like those circuits. So like ab circuits or arm circuits. Yesterday I did arms, today I did like lower body and it was great. And then I usually end every workout with like some sort of like ab routine or something. Okay. And then I'm also doing Pilates. I think I'll do Pilates every like Monday and Friday is kind of what I'm thinking. So I'll do my cardio and then I'll do a mat workout, which basically is just like all body weight. And then I'll probably put on like my like weighted ankle weights or whatever. Those have always been so incredible and have never let me down. I love them. I just like got some cheap ones on Amazon. I do think that the Bala bangles are really cute, but I'm like, girl, I don't, as of right now, I'm like, I have like ankle weights that work great. And so I'm like, I don't want to spend like a few $100s to just get the exact same thing when mine work great. So, but if you are buying new ones and you're buying them for the first time, the Bala bangles are so chic and very functional cute, which I love a functional cute moment. Okay, my last thing I'm doing is meditations. Sometimes like a walking meditation, sometimes a sitting down meditation. Actually, I would say most of the time it's like a sitting down meditation just because I kind of find that that's when it's most effective for me. Unless I've been meditating for like a week straight every single day, then I can usually do a walking meditation and be very honed in. But if my ADD is going a little crazy, it's usually better that I'm sitting down. But I love the Joe Dispenza meditations. You just look them up on YouTube. They are so amazing. And it's so great because you're visualizing your future and your future self. And I just think that that's the best way to like literally like actually manifest, because you need to basically go there in the mind before your body goes there. Or I can't remember if it's the opposite. Anyways, it's the best. I highly recommend. Also, his books are so good and he goes into like all the science of meditation and everything, and it's so cool. I feel like manifestation is actually just meditation, but people maybe don't realize it. I don't know. Um, Anyways, so those are the main things I'm doing to prepare for pregnancy. I will say that I feel like this next time around, I really more than anything need to be more mindful and less stressed because I feel like my first time pregnant, I feel like I was just like, oh my gosh, like, what if something goes wrong? Or like, what if I have like a miscarriage? And then I literally had one and I'm like, okay, that was like the worst case scenario pretty much. So now that I've experienced that, I'm like, I need to just be more at peace, more, you know, I feel like I am doing a decent job, but I feel like I really need to step it up in that realm of things. So I'm going to be focusing on that as well. And yeah, I feel like those are really the main things. I'm really just trying to keep it pretty simple. Another random thing that I do is I've been trying to like minimize the makeup and skincare products and like really looking at ingredients for hormone disrupting products. And anything that's like not pregnancy safe has even just not being pregnant has kind of been like eye opening for me where I'm like, wait, if this isn't safe for me to like put on my skin when I'm pregnant, why would it be safe for me when I'm not pregnant? I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I know I know the reasons that people say. I just don't know if I fully agree with that personally. And so I've kind of just been taking like a big look at all my makeup. I did this like last year, probably like a year ago, and got rid of so much makeup that I either was expired or just wasn't serving me and my body for what I needed it to. But I'm trying to that's why I love the e.l.f. like Camel Glow thing is because it like feels like you're like ready, you feel cute, but then it's like it actually is a pretty clean product when I looked it up on the Yuka app. I love the Yuka app. It's so great for like looking up products or like today I was like I needed a new multi-purpose cleaner and so I found one on there that was like rated really high. I ordered that one. It was like the Method multi-purpose cleaner. I know Target sells it, but I just got it on Amazon because actually I'm going to Target tomorrow to film a video if I have time before I get my lip injections. But anyways, so there's that with everything. I don't think I missed anything. I was like trying to think. I'm like, I don't really think there's anything else. But yeah, overall, I'm just really trying to keep doing all the things physically and mentally that I need to do, but mostly for me, I need to focus on the mental stuff. So that's kind of where my head's at. That's also why I'm like very into the David Goggins book right now, is because I feel like mentally it's just what my brain and my mind need. So, and my soul, honestly, my soul too, or my spirit, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I loved you guys so much. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it was helpful. I get so many questions about like pregnancy stuff, and I'm like, I can't wait to like experience a full term pregnancy because I'm sure I'll just learn so much more and have like more to say. And I truly cannot wait for that day. But until that day comes, I'm with all my girlies who are in the same like phase of life as me. And it's fun. I'm just trying to be very present and in the moment and enjoy the good old days while I'm in them. And yeah, I am very excited and I'm very positive and very hopeful about the future. And yeah, I'm excited to bring you guys along with me. I love you so much. Have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend. Have a fun Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh my gosh, it's almost Valentine's Day and then it's the Super Bowl. Wait, when even is the Super Bowl? I actually don't know. I think it's sometime in February, right? Anyways, I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. If you enjoyed it, make sure to join the Trophy Life Club. It's a free community for the girls by yours truly, and it's on Instagram. It's just at Trophy Life Club. You can also follow me at Tara Kelly Smith on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you have an extra minute, I would also love and super appreciate if you would review the podcast. This will just help us reach more women who could use a little TLC, aka Trophy Life Club, in their life. So I hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.